We have a Scorpio lunar eclipse on May 5th, which is going to completely change the entire trajectory of your life for the rest of 2023. You are going to undergo a massive transformation over the next 6 months from May 5th and onwards. You'll find yourself making sacrifices which are necessary and painful, but this will propel you into the life that you were meant to be living. And by the end of 2023, because of this transformation you're about to undergo, you will be able to step into a much more powerful version of yourself. But this process will not be easy. The lunar eclipse on May 5th is going to be an extremely emotional time because you're going to realize what's not working out in your life, and you're going to have to let go of things that you may hold very dearly to your heart, which are no longer good for you, which are not serving your higher purpose. So romantic relationships, friendships, careers, financial spending habits that are no longer serving you, which are holding you back and limiting your growth, are going to have to go, or you are going to realize that they're not working out in your life anymore and you are going to have to sacrifice them. This is also happening at the same time as Mercury retrograde. So you're going to find that it's really difficult to let these things go. You may be reminiscing on past memories that you have with people, or you may be trying to cling on to the past, but this lunar eclipse is going to force you to let it go. There will likely be a very shocking event which happens around the lunar eclipse, which you will be forced to confront. And deep emotions, emotional scars, and wounds from the past are going to be brought up, and you are going to have to confront them so that you can move on from them. You may have found yourself putting off these sacrifices for a long time, but during the days leading up to the eclipse, you will find that the universe will force you to let them go, whether you are ready to or not, but it will be necessary for your growth. With this happening at the same time as Mercury retrograde, there may be some personal crises that happen at the same time, so try to be careful, try not to make mishaps. For example, if you're signing legal contracts or you have to get work done, there's a tendency for you to perhaps screw up. So just be very careful with your tasks and the work that you have to complete. And on a worldwide scale, we'll likely see major, shocking, tragic world events take place around the lunar eclipse on May 5th. If you've been holding on to a romantic relationship or a friendship which is no longer serving you well, or which has been destroyed, which has a lot of issues, you will find yourself either having to let go of that friendship or love relationship, or you'll have to tackle major issues here in order to improve upon it. So if your relationships with others are toxic, they are not meant to be, they are not serving your higher purpose, you may be forced to let them go. Or if these relationships are salvageable, you may have to put in major work to improve upon them. Every sign is affected by this, but Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius placements are most heavily affected by this. And to be more exact, if you have a Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, or Aquarius placement between 10 and 20 degrees, you will be hit the hardest. You're likely going to experience extreme anxiety, you may be more prone to arguments and conflicts, you may be a bit more unhinged, you may find yourself having a very short temper during the week leading up to May 5th and the week following May 5th. Try not to get drawn into unnecessary conflicts or arguments or separations, but if you do get involved in a conflict or a separation, just know that this is actually part of the journey and you were meant to let something go, or you were meant to go through an argument so that you can come out the other side a better person. And if you've been thinking of letting go of other things that are holding you back, that you are not happy with, for example, a job that you no longer like, this is a really good time to do it. I do not recommend manifesting or starting new projects until after May 14th, as that is when Mercury retrograde will finally be over and the effects of eclipse season will finally start to wear off. But if you do want to start something or manifest during eclipse season, by all means go ahead. Everyone's practices are different. This is just something that I recommend since the energy will be extremely chaotic. You may be extremely irrational, so try to maintain some emotional balance. Minor drama can erupt into chaos, and try not to annoy your loved ones around this time. You may find yourself wanting to poke the bear. This is not a good idea. Now let's talk about what each rising sign can expect during this lunar eclipse. Aries risings, you are going to be letting go of poor financial spending habits. You may finally be settling a debt, or you may finally start budgeting a lot better. Some of you may finally sell or end an investment. There may be some issues or conflicts surrounding joint assets, joint finances, or inheritance that you share with other people, so watch out for that. The financial decisions that you make during this time are going to lead to you securing the bag and making and saving a lot more money for the rest of 2023. So you are going to have a huge increase in your finances over the next couple of months, but you are going to have to start making major changes around this time. You're also going to become a lot more in touch with your spirituality. Your intuition may be heightened. You may even receive messages from the divine, for example. So listen to your gut as well and connect with your spirituality. For example, May 5th is a great time for you to pull out your tarot cards. Taurus risings, you are going to have to make major changes and sacrifices in your romantic life. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean a breakup. It could mean a breakup if you are not with the right person. However, if you found that your romantic relationships are a struggle and that that you have a lot of conflicts and clashes, you are going to have to put in the work to resolve those issues. The changes you make in your love life around May 5th are going to lead to a better and improved love life over the next 6 months for the remainder of 2023. So if you do let go of a romantic relationship, just know that you had to let them go so that you can usher in a new and better love into your life. And if you have to confront issues or you have major conflicts in your romantic relationship around May 5th or during the days leading up to May 5th or following May 5th, just understand that these conflicts were necessary. This is a time where you are supposed to work through your issues so that your romantic relationship with this person can improve in the months to follow, so that you can lead a happy life with this person for the rest of 2023. If you're single and you experience a disappointment in your love life, just know that that person isn't meant to be with you and you are meant to find someone else. But the events that take place on May 5th are definitely going to lead to a much better love life for the rest of 2023. Gemini risings, you will experience a major change and shift in your career life. So you may find yourself doing something completely different in your career, changing things up, or you may even be in search for another job. But over the next couple of months, these changes you make in your career will serve you better and lead to a much more successful professional life. You're also going to be letting go of bad health habits. So if you've had a really bad routine, you're going to learn how to stick to a much more rigorous and improved routine. Or if you found that you have unhealthy eating habits, perhaps you're facing addictions, you have things that are affecting your health negatively, you will find yourself putting a conscious effort to let them go. This will lead you towards improved health and a better career in the months to follow. You may have potential clashes or conflicts with coworkers, so you may find yourself having to put in a conscious effort to improve the relationships you have in the workplace. Cancer risings, you're likely going to have to make major changes in your love life, so you may find yourself undergoing an inevitable separation, or you may have to confront major issues which have been holding you back in your love life with your partner. You may experience some disappointments in your love life, but these will be necessary in order for you to usher in the love that you truly want in the months to follow for the rest of 2023. So if you do experience a breakup or a separation, just understand that this is necessary for you to meet the true love of your life. Not everyone is going to experience a breakup, so that may not necessarily happen, but if you've been experiencing conflicts with a loved one, with a romantic partner, even with friends as well, just know that you are going to have to confront and tackle these issues so that your relationship with these people can improve. You may also make major changes to any creative endeavors or creative projects that you have taken on. Leo risings, you are likely going to make many changes to your home and family life and your work life. Some of you may be thinking of relocation, or you may be thinking of buying or selling a property. This would be a really good time to do it. If you've been feeling stuck or stagnant or unhappy with the place that you are living in, this is the time where you may want to find a new place to move into, or perhaps this may be the time for you to relocate to a new city. There is a potential that you may have clashes or conflicts with family members, and you may have to mend the relationships that you have with family. You may also make major changes in the workplace, so you may be deciding on leaving a job or at least making some sort of change, but this will lead to a better and improved home and family life for the rest of 2023 as a more improved career life as well. Virgo risings, you are going to find yourself letting go of friends or people in your life that no longer serve you. You may be putting in a conscious effort to change your social life, so to perhaps improve your social life so that you can make more connections, you can go out there a lot more. The changes you make in your social life now are going to improve your social life in the months to come. There may be conflicts or clashes with the people in your life, so try not to get drawn into unnecessary drama. You may also find yourself finally ending work projects and finally getting a lot of shit out of the way. You'll likely ramp up your productivity, and this will lead to you getting your stuff done a lot quicker for the rest of 2023. Libra risings, you are going to make major changes to your finances, so you may find yourself finally paying off debts or loans. You may find that you're looking for a new job where you can make more money so that you can leave your old job, or you may find yourself ramping up your savings budget, putting in better financial saving practices. You're going to be putting a much larger effort into securing the bag and making more money so that for the rest of 2023, you'll be able to hit your financial goals, your saving targets. Scorpio risings, the lunar eclipse is happening in your sign, so you are most heavily affected by it. You are completely stepping into your power, and you can expect a lot of chaos in your life, but this will be necessary chaos. So you will be sacrificing and letting go of everything and anything that has been holding you back in all areas of your life, in your social life, your career life, your love life, finances. This will lead to you leading a much better better and improved lifestyle for the rest of 2023 and finding success in all areas of your life. This will be a difficult transition, but the universe is supporting you in finally reaching your higher dreams and goals and making them happen, but you will have to make the necessary sacrifices to reach these dreams. You're likely going to drastically change your appearance and have a massive glow up. Sagittarius risings. This is going to be a time when you have to look inward for introspection, and you may find yourself isolating from the world. You may enter hermit mode. You're quite lucky because you were least affected by this lunar eclipse, but you are going to still have to shed old things which are no longer serving you in your life. You're going to have extremely heightened intuition and psychic abilities, so you're going to want to listen to your gut. Chances are it's going to be right. You're going to have an emotional release of mental health issues that you've been dealing with. So if you've been stressed, anxious, or depressed, this is the time when you are going to confront and face those emotions so that you can finally let them go for the rest of 2023 and lead a much more mentally healthy lifestyle for the rest of the year. I would recommend meditation or pulling out your tarot cards. This is a great time to connect with the divine. Capricorn risings. You are going to be making major changes in your social life, so you may find yourself putting in a larger effort to network and connect with the right people, while at the same time also shedding old people from your past, letting go of old friends who are not good for you or who do not serve you in your next life chapter. You may find yourself having conflicts or clashes with friends, and you may have to let them go. But this is going to lead to a new and much more improved social life in the months to follow, and for the rest of 2023, you'll find that you'll be ushering the right friends for you. You'll be able to lead a much more active, healthy social life. You may find yourself also putting in a much more active effort to improve your social standing, to become more popular as well. Aquarius risings, you are likely planning on making major changes to your career. Some of you may even leave a job, or you may be planning to make major changes in your work life. The changes you're going to make in your career are going to be necessary and will lead to a much more improved career life in the months to follow. So the changes you make now are going to lead to increased success in your career for the rest of 2023. Or if you're not letting go of a job or looking to change things up in your job, you may be putting in a much more active effort to get work done, to become more productive, which will lead to increased recognition at your career. But you can definitely expect major career changes to take place over the next couple of months, beginning on May 5th, which will lead to an improved career life. So you may be ending an educational chapter in your life, or you may be even ending a trip. You may be making major changes in your life so that you can travel more for the rest of 2023, for example, setting aside more money for travel. Or you may be making major educational changes and plans which will completely change the rest of your life. You're going to put in an effort to lead a much more adventurous lifestyle for the rest of 2023. You're also becoming a lot wiser and more intelligent.